Hello and welcome to my channel On the Hook Crochet, where we talk about wearable crochet style. Today, let's find out what's on the hook. First of all, on the hook, I want you to have something on the hook, so grab your favorite crochet project and work along with me while we chat. On Wednesday, I promised to wear the third shawl that I've made from the Fire and Ice pattern by Underground Crafter. I'll put a link to it in the description box. On Monday, I wore my Green-Eyed Lady shawl, and Crystal has agreed to wear that this morning. She's wearing that with a pink shirt that she had on the other day. Very pretty combination. This is the Green-Eyed Lady yarn that Becky, my friend, dyed for me, and I really love it. I've said it 1,000 times, but it is so outstanding. The colors are just blended so beautifully in this, but in the Fire and Ice shawl pattern, it really brings out those colors. There's a lot of mesh work and a beautiful edging on there. So if you haven't tried it, go out there and take a look. I'll put a link, like I said, in the description box. That is the Green-Eyed Lady shawl, and thank you, Crystal. You have quite a fan base here on my channel. There are a lot of people that like Crystal to come in and make a guest appearance, so that's what she's doing this morning. I hope she's having a good Friday too. On Wednesday, I wore this shawl. This is from some other yarn that Becky dyed for me, and it's a beautiful orangey coral color, perfect for a cold spring day. And we have those here in Tennessee. Today is no exception. It's getting near spring, but it's only high in the mid-40s. And for us here in Tennessee, that's pretty cold. This is a great color and weight of yarn. This is a DK weight of yarn that you can wear all the way into the first part of summer if you want to, especially if you're just trying to jazz up an outfit. This is a beautiful color to do that with. I just really love it. I don't know if the camera's bringing out those colors like it could, but it's blowing them out just a little bit. But that's the coral color that this yarn is made from. Then I have on the Fire and Ice shawl done in the Shawl and the Ball. And originally this pattern was designed to use Shawl and the Ball, and I can see why. It's very lightweight. It's beautiful colors, just blend into each other, and the pattern, of course, lends itself to that. Let me show you this. This is the colorway that I don't know the name of. It might be in an old video, but I don't think they have this particular color anymore, but they have 100 Shawl and the Ball colors, and 2 of those will be given away today, by the way, in our giveaway later in the video, so be looking for that. This is an orange and yellow combination, and I did a tiny bit of color controlling, just a little bit, not much, but toward the middle of it, it was starting to get yellow, so I encouraged the yarn to be yellow in the middle, and that way I could wear it with a little pop of yellow in the middle of my blouse, and it would bring out the colors really nicely. So I like this shawl. It's quite wonderful, and you might want to check out that pattern. I'm not sponsored. The designer doesn't even know I do this, but I know that I love the pattern because I can pick it up and I can make a shawl from it, no problem, know exactly how it's going to look. So that's what I'm wearing today. I want to answer a question that several people had. The other day I was shopping and bought some cotton yarn, if you remember on Wednesday's video, and I was at Hobby Lobby and Michael's. I made the mistake of saying I bought the yarn from Hobby Lobby, but actually I bought it at Michael's. So Loops and Threads are a Michael's brand, and I apologize for that. I just had, you know how it is when you go shopping, you forget sometimes what store you're in. But anyway, I forgot that I was in Michael's. So that's where I bought the coastal cotton yarn and also the cream cotton yarn. 2 beautiful yarns. I haven't done any work on those, but let me show you the progress I've made on a couple of other projects. First of all, my pink and cream and pink sweater that I'm making out of fingering yarn. I have crocheted quite a bit on this since Wednesday, and I finished the ribbing, and then I've done probably about 8 inches. I don't have a lot of yarn left on this hank. I just have a little bit, right about this much, just not very much at all, just very light. And I had ordered another hank, and I did receive that. I've already got it caked up and ready to go. I hope this will be enough to finish the sweater. It should be, but I still have about another 7 inches or so left on this particular piece, and then I want to put some kind of sleeve in it. So I will probably be playing yarn chicken with this. I'm not really sure, but I think I probably will. But that's okay. I had intended it to be a short sleeve or even a crop sweater, or even a cap sleeve sweater or whatever. Just, I wouldn't use as much yarn because I only had the 3 hanks and one that I had ordered actually. So I only really had started out with 2, and I realized that wasn't going to be enough. I'm making this with an H hook. This is my H clever hook, and that is a 5.0 millimeter hook that works very beautifully with this sport weight, they call it. It's actually, I consider it a fingering yarn, but they call it a sport weight. And that's the progress I've made on that sweater, and I'll be finishing that up hopefully very soon. I also started a project, and I showed you the beginnings of it on Wednesday. This is done with the blue yarn. This is the color Sky. A very beautiful yarn, but it is stretchy, and I will warn you, if you have that yarn and you're going to make something from it, just remember that it stretches. It's really sock yarn, honestly. That's what you make socks out of. A lot of people do. And the nylon in it causes it to be a little bit stretchy. And it's also very soft because of the nylon. So it's perfect for socks. But when you make a sweater from it, you have to stay ahead of it, because I realized that the pink sweater is really way too big. I guess I'll just leave it like that and make it in a crop fashion, maybe a little bit longer than a crop, and let it go ahead and be boxy. I'm fine with that because it's a summer sweater and it'll be roomy and it'll be cool. But the blue sweater, I don't want to make it quite like that. So I cut off some of the, well, I didn't chain up as wide as I did for the pink sweater. This is what I did for the blue sweater. It just is about 1 inch ease on each side. So it's got plenty of ease in it. But this pink one has about 4 inches of ease on each side. I mean, it's just too much, but it's okay. I'm going to go with it and let y'all know what it's like to crochet with fingering thread that includes nylon, because I've never done that. I've never made a sweater. I've made shawls and I've made other things, but not ever made a sweater to fit me. So I'm learning as I go, and I'll be sure to pass along anything I learned. But this is the blue sweater. I showed this Wednesday to you, and I showed you the ribbing. The ribbing is going to be different on this. This is a 2x2 ribbing, and it's a longer ribbing, a little bit deeper. And I haven't really even started the sweater yet. I might make, well, actually, this is the bottom right along here. This is the bottom. And I'm thinking and considering making the ribbing much taller on this, just to make it a little bit different. And I want to make sure that it has a whole different look from this pink sweater. I think I'm going to make it long sleeved because, first of all, I have the yarn for it. I have plenty of yarn. And second of all, to make it a little different, to make it more for spring. And spring is a time when I get cold. I don't know about y'all, but I don't want to wear sleeveless tops in the spring yet. I'm not really ready for that till summertime. So, and not everybody's like me, obviously, but I'm pretty cold-natured, so I want to have my arms covered, most of the year. And then in the summertime, I do get hot, and I have to have a cap sleeve and a little bit more airy sweaters to wear during the middle of the summer. So that's the progress I've made on those 2 projects. I've been working on those diligently for a couple of days, and it just takes time to write the pattern and to crochet with a small yarn and a small hook, smaller than I'm used to. So that's the progress I've made on those 2 projects. I have a surprise for you. This is Jo, and Jo is our project bag maker, and she's brought a couple of bags to show you today. So I wanted to introduce Jo and ask her a couple of questions, and then we'll look at the bags. So first of all, let me ask you how long you've been sewing.
Well, let's see. I probably started sewing when I was in junior high school, and my mother taught me a lot of sewing tricks.
That's the way mothers are.
Yeah.
And how long have you been making project bags? Do you know?
Let's see. I think the first one I made was for you about a year ago.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. And a beautiful bag it is. I've had a lot of compliments on that. So tell me what other crafts you do.
I do crochet, which you've taught me.
And had fun doing it.
Yes, and I've made jewelry in the past. I have in the past done a lot of embroidery work and some crewel work and macrame and things like that in the past.
So when you see Jo's medallion, her signature medallion, you'll know where that came from. She's been doing that for quite a while.
Yeah, it incorporates embroidery and beads, two of my favorite things.
Yes, so then they're beautiful, and I've shown those to y'all. So Jo's going to show us the newest bag that she's made, and maybe another one too that she already had made, and I want you to see both of those. So here she goes.
Okay, this is the second Betty Boop bag that I've made, and Terry in California saw the one that Jeannie showed and wanted one, so I put another one together for her. It's a little different. It has, the first one had cherries on the bottom, and this has a little bit of black and white flower stuff. And then she liked the strawberries, so I put the strawberries on one of the side pockets. And then the strawberries are inside the pocket. And then on the back, she wanted a zipper, so I put the strawberries inside the zipper compartment.
That's really cool.
Yep.
I like that.
And then she also wanted something that nobody else has asked me about, but it's really easy to do, and that is to make a pouch on the inside that would accommodate hooks. So I asked her what size hooks she uses, and I just in the center there's these two little sleeves, I guess, for hooks, and then another couple of spaces beside that. And she also wanted a clear pouch, so this is the clear pouch, and she wanted a closure, so I put a snap closure on that. It's really easy to do. And and then she has the stitch markers, of course. I'm gonna have to buy some more stitch markers. I'm running out. Everybody loves that.
It's nice.
And then the top zipper, which is for what she wanted instead of a snap, and so that's doable too. I guess before I even made your project bag, Jeannie, a year ago, I made some bags, and I have this big one that I made. It's a huge one, and it's one of the first ones I made, so of course it's a learning process. And this one has a pocket on the front with another little medallion that I made, and then it just has a very large inside, and I put a snap on the top of this one. It's got a large zip pocket on the inside, and then it has another little drawstring bag that I made that has llamas on it. And inside is the current project I'm working on, this little scarf.
Oh, it's
asymmetrical.
beaded. It has beads on it.
So there you go. I'm using beads again.
Wow, she's incorporating beads into crochet. That's awesome. Beautiful.
So anyway, this is why I'm here today at Jeannie's, because we're crocheting together.
We're going to have a good time here in a minute.
Oh, here's another one. I forgot about this one. This is another little drawstring bag that I made. And for this one, I put a little snap tab on the outside, and you can either use it to put your yarn through, or you can loop it to your purse strap.
Right.
But it's got another project I'm working on. So that's so these bags are really easy to make. They're all quilted, but this one, I don't know how big this one is.
That's huge.
It's huge.
Way
It holds,
bigger than
well,
this
it's got 3 projects in it right now. So
Yeah.
yeah, comparatively, this one's about 3 inches taller than the 11 by 11, which is the approximate size of the bags I make.
Yeah.
But I have had people to ask me to make them a little bit bigger, and I can do
Different sizes.
Yep.
I wanted to show you this medallion. If I get it up close, I can see all the
Okay.
detail. This is the medallion Jo has made for this Betty Boop bag. It is gorgeous. Look at that. It's different from the others. Every one of them is a little bit
And
different.
this one's a little different too.
Is
Oh,
this-
well, that's not a medallion. That's
No, this is the, oh, there it is. She has a specialty stitch marker on the zipper pull, and another one up here as well. So everything is very detailed and quite beautiful. Everybody loves your bags.
Well, good.
If you want to get a hold of Jo, you can email her. I'll put her email address in the description box, and you can start a conversation with Jo about a custom bag if you want to order one. But not sponsored, just love Jo and want her to do what she wants to do. And right now that's to make custom bags. I don't know about that Etsy shop. I had that on my questions, and I thought, no, I'm not going to pressure her about the Etsy shop, although everybody asked me that.
They do, and you know, at some point it probably will happen. But I've got right now 5 orders that I've that are waiting. They're on the list. So I really feel like I don't feel pressured to get those done, but obviously people have paid and so they want their bag. Excuse me, so I do need to get onto those first.
Yeah, well, that's fine. That's fine. She will let us know when or if she decides to do the Etsy shop. So, and I'll let y'all know the minute she decides. All right. Well, we're going to move on with the video, but I just wanted y'all to meet Jo, and she was at my house today, so I enjoyed having you on the show.
Thank you, Jeannie.
It's time now for our giveaway for the week, and on Monday I had shown 3 gifts that I'm giving away this week. I'm quickly going to say what they are, and then we will turn our phone to the computer and find out who wins the giveaways this week. Giveaway winner number 1 will receive Shawl and a Ball. This is Lotus Blossom. There is the colorway, beautiful, beautiful. And here's the end shot of that. This is a sparkle yarn. So this will be going to giveaway winner number 1. I'm excited. I love Shawl and the Ball. I'm actually wearing it, so I really love this yarn. It's a beautiful yarn. Giveaway winner number 2 will receive this ball of Shawl and the Ball in Mellow Muse. And here is the colorway, beautifully done. Let me show you the colorway on the ball band. That's what it looks like. There are some colors buried in there. There is a little bit of yellow. I tried to find it the other day. This is like a little bit of a green, and there's yellow buried down in there. So that would be a very interesting crochet project. And as I'm wearing this, and you can see all the different colors in this, but there aren't nearly as many in here as there are in this ball. So it would be even more interesting to make this Fire and Ice shawl out of one of these Shawl and the Balls. That Shawl and the Ball will go to giveaway winner number 2. This is a pristine copy of Crochet World. This will go to the giveaway winner number 3. So let's turn our camera to the computer and find out who wins these giveaways this week. Okay, so here we are with our camera pointed toward the computer. This is the URL from last Monday, right there. And the keyword is butterfly. So I'm going to get the comments, find out how many comments we had this week. We had lots, and I actually read every one and hearted each one. So you should have had a heart on there if I saw it. And I finished them up last night, unless there was one that came in today. So we have 607 comments. Thank y'all for participating. Very, very sweet. So let's start and find out who giveaway winner number 1 is, and they will win the Prism Shawl and the Ball. The winner is Jan Keeling, and Jan says, I love butterflies, so that butterfly bag is right up my alley. Love the shawl, looking forward to the pattern. And that was a reference to the pattern I sent out yesterday with the Kimberly Cowell sideways version. So thank you, Jan, and congratulations, you're winner number 1. So let's pick winner number 2. And this winner will receive Mellow Muse Shawl and the Ball. Let me start that, sorry. And that winner is Shelly Kearney. And there's a long comment here, but I see the word butterfly right there. So Shelly Kearney. Shelly, congratulations. You're the winner of the Shawl and the Ball in the Mellow Muse colorway. Let's pick one more winner and find out who wins the Crochet World magazine this week. And that winner is Stacy Smart. Stacy Smart, and there's the word butterfly in her comment. So thank you, Stacy, and congratulations to all the winners this week. If the 3 winners would please contact me with their email address to my email down in the description box, I will get those in the mail to you right away. I hope you enjoyed this video. I enjoyed bringing it to you. I hope you subscribe if you liked what you saw today, and I try to put out 2 or 3 videos a week and keep y'all informed and chit chat about crochet, all things crochet, because I love it. I love crocheting. I haven't learned to knit yet. I'm not sure if I'll be able to do that this year. I have plans to. I would like to learn to knit, even just simple things, but I haven't put forth the effort yet. I'm trying to concentrate on crocheting, and I just really dearly love it. So I don't know if I'll ever veer away from that, but I would like to add to my craft abilities, so I will probably learn to knit even if I'm not going to be a prolific knitter. So I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Join me again Monday when we find out what's on the hook.